Good evening. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of our graduates and special guests, administration, faculty, and staff to the Mercy College of Ohio pinning ceremony for spring 2022. Graduates in the Master of Science in Nursing program, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing completion program, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, and the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing program. This ceremony is a rite of passage for our nursing graduates as it formalizes an end to their program of study and entry into the profession of nursing. We celebrate their achievements today with awards, prayers, and sharing the history of the Mercy College Nursing Pin. I would like to introduce the members of administration. The Dean of Nursing for Mercy College of Ohio, Dr. Elizabeth Sprunk. The Assistant Dean of Nursing, Dr. Gail Liss. The Director of the MSN program and Interim Director of the BSN completion program, Dr. Deborah Carnes. The Director of the BSN program, Professor Jamie Tooman. And the Director of AASN Day and Evening Programs, Professor Carol Campbell, which is not here tonight. And the Director of Spiritual and Community Engagement, Reverend Gerald Cameron. I am Professor Lori Yarger, and I will be your moderator for this evening. Now please welcome Reverend Cameron, who will offer the opening prayer.
Let us pray. God of hope and joy, we thank you for this time of celebration. Your spirit of wisdom has empowered us, our hard work and discipline in such a way that our hunger for learning has been nurtured with knowledge, discovery, creativity, and determination. As we prepare to usher in the next generation of nurses at Mercy College, let us walk in the faithful gratitude of the many blessings that have made this moment a reality. In gratitude, we pray for our families and the many who have sacrificed and worked to see us to this hopeful moment. In gratitude, we pray for the professors and administrators who have challenged, cared, and crafted us along this academic journey. In gratitude, we pray for fellow students who have taught us more about friendship, collaboration, and sharing. God, even as we have faced challenges and accomplished much, we understand that our lives move into a new chapter where there will be more challenges to face and more will be demanded of us in order to accomplish good things. May your grace cover our anxieties and fears so that we may stay encouraged about the future. Give us patience and hope to energize our search for work that is just and makes proper use of our gifts. Give us courage to face the challenges of carving out a place in society where we might live in peace, in service, and in gratitude. May your Spirit guide us as we unfold the next chapters of our lives. Help us to enliven hope in the world and bring good things to your kingdom. And may this celebration be a reflection of the blessings that we find in knowing and loving you. For this is the day that you have made. We are glad and rejoice in it. And all God's children say, amen.
Thank you, Reverend Cameron, for that inspirational prayer. Please welcome our first guest speaker, Hannah Bone, who is the coordinator of Alumni Relations and Grants for Mercy College.
Good evening. I am honored to say a few words and celebrate with each of you tonight. On behalf of the Alumni Department and the Alumni Association, I would like to extend our congratulations to you as you receive your Mercy College pin. Mercy School of Nursing opened in 1918, and in these 104 years of Mercy education, countless individuals have pursued their passion for serving others, have graduated, and have proudly worn their Mercy nursing pins. Whether you are beginning, furthering, or advancing your career in nursing, I hope that your Mercy College degree has helped prepare you for success and that you also display your pin with pride. I hope you never forget that your Mercy College family supports you and that the Alumni Department and Alumni Association want to celebrate your accomplishments with you tonight, tomorrow, and every day after. We ask God to bless you on this special day, to bless you as you begin or continue your work in a field that is desperately relied upon. May you always know your value and importance, and may you always selflessly serve your patients and your communities to the best of your ability. I look forward to celebrating with you tomorrow at commencement as you officially become Mercy College alumni. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to be here tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you, Hannah, for your welcoming speech. Next, please welcome our guest speaker for the Spring 2022 pinning ceremony, Jean Davia, who is Vice President of Nursing and Chief Nursing Officer at St. Charles Hospital.
Oh, this never changes, right? I went to Catholic grade school and I could never reach the mic, so I'm having flashbacks of 8 years. Good evening. Really appreciate the opportunity to spend this special occasion with you. The past few years in healthcare have been extremely challenging, to say the least. At a time when a lot of people were walking away from the profession, you have chosen to walk in, and so we are grateful for that. As I prepared my thoughts for the evening, I reflected back on the last 20 years of my career and how much has changed. And I remember this moment of feeling excited, a little nervous, and a point where I was just downright scared. I also just wanted to go help people and make a difference. And I started to think about all of the things that I wish someone would have shared with me along this journey. So what's next? You will take your NCLEX, for those of you that are just getting into nursing. You will pass. You will accept that RN position, but then what? What happens next? And so that's what I want to spend a little bit of time on tonight, just talking about what I wish someone would have told me in my first year. Number one, the first year as a nurse will be the most challenging. Nursing school has given you a really good foundation. You can safely care for patients, but you will not know everything. In fact, you will never know everything in nursing. That's what it's about. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong learning journey. Right out of school, I accepted a position in the ICU, and I knew immediately I was in over my head, way in over my head. And what I started doing was studying. That doesn't stop. I have to tell you, that doesn't stop. I asked a lot of questions, and you will probably have a moment when you look at somebody and say, I bet this is a dumb question. There's never a dumb question in nursing, not at all. And I spent a lot of time observing my preceptor, and there were moments when she was doing really critical things, and I wanted to just take it all in. And there would be times where she would throw me in the deep end, right? See if I could think on my feet, if I was progressing. And at the end of the day, if I would be a good teammate for her at the end of orientation. Those times were exhausting. I left those shifts exhausted mentally and physically. The one thing that I will share with you is something I would share with all of the brand new nurses that I used to interview. I had a 40-bed trauma unit when I worked for another health system. And I would tell candidates, there will be days when you never want to come back here. And I often saw their faces change, really puzzled, because there will be challenges. It will be tiring, and you will learn and grow, but you will also have those moments where you've caught a subtle change, right? You've completely knocked it out of the park for the day. You've saved a life. You've had that rare connection with a family or a patient, and that's what brings you back. As you walk out, just know that you shouldn't doubt how far you've come. Whether you're new to the profession or you're taking the next step in your career, know that you are surrounded by people that want you to succeed. You will be taking care of many people, but don't forget to practice safe self-care. One of my favorite nurse leaders always says you can't pour from an empty cup. So take the time to recharge your battery, give yourself grace in the moments when you struggle, and I promise you it'll get better. Number 2, find a good mentor, not just for your first year, but throughout your career. The most effective mentors take in what's happening, assess your path, and then guide you on the right track. So mentoring is as much about counseling as it is about transferring knowledge and leadership skills. Your mentor will play a lot of different roles. So they're going to be your role model, a sponsor, a teacher, your confidant. They'll coach you. And I've been blessed with amazing mentors. Oftentimes they've seen talent in me that I haven't seen in myself. So they'll push you outside your comfort zone. A good mentor will push you outside of your comfort zone, and they will encourage you to maximize your potential. Number 3 is you will be meeting and caring for people at their most vulnerable or most challenging time in life, and they may not always be friendly. They may push you away, and they are often the ones that need the most compassion and love. On the opposite side, there are also patients that do not have visitors or family, and they look forward to the moments when someone comes into the room. And so that those times when your phone's ringing, a call light's going off, you're getting an admission, you're getting a discharge, and that patient just wants a couple extra minutes with you, take the time. It's time well spent. Number 4, feedback is a good thing. So when I started in the ICU, I worked night shift. I didn't even know who my manager was. The only time we saw her was when someone was in big trouble or she had an early meeting. And the first time I met her, it was 6:30 one morning, and we were in the nurses' station getting ready to hand over to the next shift, and someone yelled, "She's here!" And everyone scattered except me because I didn't know what was going on. That's when I met her for the first time because I was the only one left. So as a nurse, you should expect to hear feedback from your leader. They should be very visible. They should be part of your onboarding. They should be checking in with you. And when someone provides you that feedback, whether it's recognition or coaching, they're showing that they are invested in your development. When choosing where you want to work, find the culture that's the best for you. You should be meeting members of the team through peer interviews and shadowing opportunities. And I tell you to choose wisely because you will be spending a good majority of your life with this team. They will be there in your happiest moments and in your saddest moments. They are the people that you will rely on in the most critical moments. You will spend holidays with them. You will celebrate weddings, births. You will be there when they lose people that are closest to them. They will become your work family. And last but not least, never underestimate the difference you make. As a child, my mother was often in the hospital. She was chronically ill, and I spent many weeks every year at her bedside, and that was really my introduction to nursing. I loved the nurses. I was so intrigued by them, and I practically grew up there, and so I started to learn who was a good nurse and who wasn't, right? Like I had my favorite, and my favorite was Nurse Mary. And I liked Nurse Mary for a lot of reasons. She was really brand new, now that I think back on it. Nurse Mary always treated me like I was part of my mother's care. She always talked to me like, even though I was 10 years old, she talked to me like I wasn't a child. And when she interacted with me, she always made sure that I was engaged and that she had eye-to-eye contact with me. So she always knelt down. And 30 years later, I started at St. Charles Hospital just this past July, and guess who works in my ED? Nurse Mary, which was amazing, right? One of those moments where it's like, it can't be. And it took me 2 months to go up to Nurse Mary and say, hey, I have a story for you. It took me 2 months to work up the courage to say, you made such an impact in my life. And she instantly, Nurse Mary's pretty hardcore, by the way, but she instantly had tears. And she remembered me, which was kind of cool. But how often do you have that opportunity to share that with someone that's made a difference to you? You will make that same impact on patients and families, and you will touch lives every day. Every day you have the unique opportunity to make a difference. And for those of you that are new to the profession, we welcome you. For those that are taking the next step with their BSN or MSN, we are grateful for your commitment to lifelong learning. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for letting me be part of your special day.
Thank you so much for your informative speech. We will now proceed with the awards portion of our ceremony. Professor Jessica will share with us some history of the pinning ceremony.
Welcome. The earliest pins were considered badges given to the Knights of St. John, who cared for the sick and wounded crusaders in the 12th century. The first nursing pinning ceremony was held at the Nightingale School of Nursing in 1860 by Florence Nightingale. It was presented as a Medal of Honor representing excellence. In the United States, Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing, established in 1880, was the first to award pins to nursing graduates. The pins contain the symbols for consistency, mercy, and relief of suffering. Although some schools have abandoned the pinning ceremony, here at Mercy College of Ohio, the nursing pin still represents a rite of passage and tradition into a profession committed to caring. The Mercy College pin depicts the college seal and is a symbol of achievement. The colors of blue and gold reflect the dedication to Our Lady of Mercy and commitment to excellence. The symbols on the pin reflect healthcare, higher education, and college values. The Mercy Shield represents the Mercy tradition of excellence within a history of professional competence. The motto, Misericordia e Cura, means compassion and care, and focuses on values which are vital to the healing ministry. Congratulations. We hope you will wear them proudly.
Thank you, Professor Ott. I am now honored to introduce Dr. Elizabeth Sprunk, who will present the Sister Patricia Ann Dalkey Award and the Helen Mae Dickman Award for Clinical Excellence in the undergraduate nursing programs, followed by the presentation of the Mercy College nursing pins.
Good evening. It's great to see you all here. Sister Patricia Ann Dalkey was a registered nurse and president of Mercy College when the BSN program of study was originally developed. The Sister Patricia Ann Dalkey Award recognizes one graduate from the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program who has demonstrated clinical excellence throughout their program of study. Ms. Helen Mae Dickman was a registered nurse and the former director of the Mercy School of Nursing. Ms. Dickman received the Clinical Excellence Award for her generation of nurses. The Helen Mae Dickman Award for Clinical Excellence recognizes one graduate from the Associate Degree Nursing Program who demonstrated clinical excellence throughout their program of study. Graduates are nominated and selected for these awards by the nursing faculty. In recognition of the award, the outstanding graduate receives a diamond chip in their Mercy College nursing pin. The graduates receiving these awards have exhibited the following: consistently incorporated an attitude of concern for each and every individual, participated in school and community activities, exhibited creativity in nursing care, displayed a courteous, thoughtful, and friendly approach, demonstrated a desire to motivate others to perform quality nursing care, assisted others quickly and willingly, performed nursing care carefully and with a non-routine approach, eagerly accepted constructive criticism, incorporated family members consistently in care, performed undesirable tasks cheerfully and frequently, displayed an energetic and zealous work style, displayed a sense of humor, love, and dedication to people, and worked well with all health team members. This year's recipient of the Sister Patricia Ann Dalkey Clinical Excellence Award is BSN graduate Lubin Owusu Ansa. Please come up and accept your award. The recipient of the Helen Mae Dickman Clinical Excellence Award for the Associate Degree Nursing student is Alexis Rezempaulik. Please come up and accept the award. Congratulations on your achievements. Now we will proceed with the names of the graduates for each program of study. We have one RN to BSN completion student here this evening, Janelle Myers. Now I'll call the BSN graduates. Victoria Ekborinduku. Alicia Blake. Brianna Davis. Courtney DeSana. Jacob Eisel. Cassidy Ferguson. Sarah Foster. Abigail Keller. Lauren Krebs. Tierra Lockett. McCoy. Anna Miller. Hannah Mitchell. Megan Moore. Luban Awusu Ansa. Emily Shywee. Olivia Seifert. Lauren Smith. Hope Tesser. Haley Tomasian. Renata Welch. Jessica Wilson. Sydney Winslow. Jordan Yost. And now the associate degree program graduates. Amatala Aljami. Alyssa Clayton. Trevor Coates. Lauren Collins. Brianna Espino. Margaret Fisher. Ellen Durrell. Jasmine Hansard. Macy Hemingway. Chelsea Hirsch. Emily Horning. Tristan Hosier. Samantha Jo Ingram. Heba Kasem. Victoria Leggett. Kristen Mayrand. Ricky McLean. Clarice McClellan. Miranda McCoy. Crystal McCrum. Morgan Meyer. Tiffany Miller. Callista Rotando. Alexis Rezapalik. Jessica Shaw. Suzanne Schoonever. Alex Schwartz. Jonathan Sellers. Jaleesa Spencer. Brianna Susini. Jocelyn Trottier. Brianna Tully. Congratulations. Let's give all our graduates another round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Sprunk. Now I would like to invite the BSN completion graduate, Representative Janelle Myers, to share her thoughts.
Good evening. We're gathered here to celebrate this time-honored tradition in nursing, our commitment to it, our patients, and our community, with the pinning ceremony that signifies the culmination of our journey through this Bachelor of Science completion program here at Mercy College. Congratulations. Be proud of your accomplishments. While we weren't in class together in person, we conversed in our online module discussions, encouraging and challenging each other, and sometimes pushed us outside our comfort zones and to think further into the concepts we discussed. I know I will remember many of our discussions that showed professionalism and commitment to our practices. Mercy challenged us with high standards for our educational requirements, continually reminding us of the traditions in nursing to excel at, the deep history of nursing, considering the perspective of our patients, and the privilege to continue the work we do. We are not new nurses, but we learned so much throughout our time at Mercy that empowered us to better our nursing careers, whether in a leadership capacity or simply to be better. More knowledgeable nurses. Nurses hold a high standard in society. This has been demonstrated throughout the last 2 years with the global pandemic, fighting for our patients at the bedside, in practices, or out in the community. The tradition of nursing has brought excellence all over the world. At Mercy, we are taught to be global nurses, to bring our talents, education, and skills to the world, and to help to make it a better place. The work we do in our roles in nursing is to continually make a difference in the lives of our patients, their families, so they can better comprehend their health or disease process, teaching them preventative measures so they are empowered to maintain their health at a better level than before. This is a privilege to continue the tradition and expectations of founding nurses that paved the way for us to continue improving our education, our careers, and our lives. Mercy prepared us to be leaders wherever we practice in all settings. I challenge you to continue to bring excellence, professionalism, compassion, and commitment to your nursing careers. We chose Mercy College for the standards of excellence their education provided us. With the knowledge we gained while at Mercy, we were also introduced to core values and mission statements to bring into our nursing practice. We have been groomed to be nurse leaders in our community that value lifelong learning and social engagement wherever we are. The Mercy values were instilled in us throughout our journey: compassion, or showing respect and empathy with every patient we touch; excellence, setting distinction in our professional lives through academics and intellectual inquiry; human dignity, respecting the significance of each individual; justice, acting with integrity, fairness, and honesty; sacredness of life, revering all life through our words, thoughts, and actions; and service, engaging in the Mercy community to enrich the lives of others through our professional and community service. Through these values, we are taught to improve what we bring to our patients and communities worldwide. Florence Nightingale pioneered nursing education and established a level of excellence for it. She taught us to live your life while you have it. Life is a splendid gift. And there is nothing small about it. And to let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. We have been encouraged by the professors here at Mercy to set high standards for ourselves and what we bring to nursing. I want to thank the professors who supported, encouraged, and challenged us along our way to this BSN completion. Thank you to Professor Susan Deckelman, Aronica Family, Janice Cervic, and Deb Carnes, and the other staff who were part of our journey through Mercy College. I will leave you with my final message. Maya Angelou said, "I have learned that people will never forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Your patients will remember you long after your encounters with them. That is a gift." Congratulations, BSN RN students, we did it.
Next, I would like to invite the BSN graduate representative, Jessica Wilson, to share her thoughts.
I might need a step stool. Can't see over this. I just want to thank everyone for giving, in my class, for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I am humbled by the nomination that you guys gave me to be able to speak today. My words today will be about perseverance, position, and purpose. The definition of perseverance, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Perseverance is definitely something we have done throughout our time at Mercy College. We started our program at the beginning of the pandemic. Zoom meetings, online proctored exams, submitting checkoffs electronically became our norm. When we could go back to campus, we had to wear masks and submit those darn weekly Maxian forms. Social distancing affected our sense of community. Masks, PPE, goggles, and face shields became our accessories within the hospital. We may not have known it at the time, but we were part of a historic change in healthcare and how it was delivered and perceived. New friendships were created, studying became our priority, and disappointments and setbacks affected us in our personal and academic domains. Yet, we still forged on towards our goal. Soon, we will be accepting new positions as graduate nurses and transitioning from, "let me get your nurse," to, "I am your nurse." That can be a scary but exciting thought to have. Our nursing education has placed us in a position of influence. We will become advocates for our patients and our profession. We can make a difference no matter how big or small we think our voice is. From watching a baby being born, changing briefs, taking a moment to speak to a lonely patient, or holding the hand of someone taking their last breath, no action is irrelevant in nursing. A new purpose will show itself in our lives. Purpose is embedded into the lives through the virtues we possess. Compassion, defined as when confronted with another's suffering, we feel motivated to relieve that suffering. Empathy, to feel emotions, thoughts, or attitudes of another person. Adaptability, the capacity to be modified for a new use or purpose. I believe this definition of adaptability sums up our entire nursing school journey. We came into nursing school with certain expectations, and through the process, we had to adapt to what the requirements were. We came into Mercy from various employment backgrounds, and we were modified through our education for our new purpose of becoming nurses. We are guided through our education for our future positions in life. Our voices and actions advocate for our patients, even if we know we may not come out unscathed. We were made for a purpose as such a time as now. We have persevered through a pandemic to achieve our goals. New positions will give us the ability to influence the world, one patient at a time, and our purpose is nestled within the folds of our hearts. We have evolved from fledgling novices to adept nurses ready to take on challenges. Our souls were bruised, our minds worn out, and we questioned the very choices that we were once so sure of. Yet, we will arise like the phoenix out of the ashes of our struggles into a brand new world equipped with the knowledge to set fire to our ambitions. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to stand next to you guys through this class, through these years, and I cannot wait to see what we will accomplish. Congratulations, we made it.
Next, I would like to invite the AASN graduate representative, Margaret Fisher, to share her thoughts.
Hello and welcome. I hope my speech isn't too long and I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Maggie and I'm a nursing student from Mercy College. Had to get that out one last time. As of tomorrow, we'll all be graduate nurses from Mercy. I just wanted to share a few of the experiences that we had as an associate class together. I'm excited to celebrate us today because in a way, I feel today is more personally meaningful than the graduation ceremony. This pin is signifying our official initiation into brother and sisterhood of nurses. This pin symbolizes all of our hard work and dedication towards coursework and clinicals. The past couple of years have been some of the most challenging yet rewarding times in our lives, and it's such a milestone that we finally achieved. Before I get into thanking everyone who's helped us get to this spot today, I want to take a moment for our class to sit back and reflect on some of our experiences we've had as nursing students. And just like any good nurse, we all know how important documentation is. So let's document our last 2, some of us 3, years here at Mercy. I remember when we first got our acceptance letter, we were so eager and excited to start. Not only did this acceptance letter mean we had to purchase our bundle of ATI books, but it also gave us another reason to shop for Mercy gear. And when I say shop, I mean online. Yep, if nursing school isn't hard enough, let's throw a worldwide pandemic into the mix that forever changed the way we as nursing students had to adapt to school. So there we were on our very first day. We had our royal blue scrubs, our white shoes, white socks, pen light, and the most important accessory, our stethoscope. I'm pretty sure we flooded our friends' Snapchats that first day of clinical because we thought we had that nurse look down good. I mean, we had no idea what to do with the expensive equipment, but we sure didn't know how to wear it. And if you didn't know what anxiety felt like before nursing school, you did after the first week. If we could just go back to being overwhelmed about how to wash our hands or how to divide a pill in half using dimensional analysis, nursing school wouldn't have seemed that bad. But nope, our graduating class liked a little bit of a challenge, so we took the next level and went the accelerated route and doubled up on our classes, but it paid off because here we are today. I remember the many heart attacks we would have on our very first semester when we were confident we'd pass a check off, and our instructors would look at us and say, "Are you done? Anything else you'd like to add before I end the time?" Immediately, we'd all second guess ourselves, running through the asterisks, telling them, "I think I'm done, am I?" And they would either say, "Good job, you passed," or "Really good job, but you missed it by a couple points, so you can go schedule online." Some of us became really good friends with the skills lab. I just remember our first clinical in the hospital. We were so nervous, and we were doing our head to toe, and you'd call in another student to come and check to see if, if their capillary refill was going quick enough, or are you hearing the actual heartbeat, or is that just the sound of someone's stomach growling? Needless to say, we were clueless. But fast forward to right now. This past month has been a whirlwind. I remember everyone coming in to take the final. This one last exam determined our entire future. And we all kind of stared at our professors, Jen and Katie, praying they took it easy on us. I remember Jen saying, "Breathe, you know this stuff, you've seen it, you've heard it, just breathe." Some of us came in confident as could be and answered those questions without hesitation, proud of you guys. And then there was people like me. I might have had a mental breakdown at the end. On my car ride home, I remember being in tears. Success has always felt so out of reach for me, and in that very moment, my self-doubt was at an all-time high. All that anxiety and hard work and hour and 10-minute drives to Toledo all relied on this one exam. I was overwhelmed with emotion, but thanks to my parents, I realized something very important. We must have faith in ourselves. I don't want to sit here and sound cliche, but having faith in yourself is far stronger than just believing in yourself. Faith to me is when you truly struggle towards something, even if there's no justification or proof that you can make it happen, but you just know you're meant to do it. I think we've all worked so hard for this degree that may have seemed impossible due to how challenging the program was. Or maybe to some, this program was a breeze, but you had children and family and friends, or you worked, then you couldn't just focus your time just on school. But the importance of today is that we did it. This group right here, we hustled hard. Not one of us, not one person can take away this degree. This is a license to learn, but as future nurses, we must have faith in our own capabilities and be confident in the decisions we make. We have to trust those instincts that we get because, once again, we're not calling the nurse, we are the nurse. And as exciting and as scary as that sounds, we have to take all this knowledge from Mercy and apply it to our future. Because after all, we did pay for it. Now there's a few people I would like to acknowledge before I end this. To our professors, how cool is it that we're the first graduating class you've ever had that has never overwhelmed you with late night texts or panicky emails right before an exam? If you would have asked us at the beginning of the program what one thing we wish for from our professors, it wouldn't have been all the qualities and teaching plans that you gave us. As a class, I think we can agree, we've all heard those medical horror stories, success stories, bizarre stories, and they turned out to be surprisingly educational. But beyond all those stories, it allowed you to become vulnerable and to share those sensitive and life-changing events in your lives and teach and educate us on the importance of the topic. We've been taught that absolutely nothing is black and white, well, in the real world, but don't let that mess you up and your NCLEX brains up just yet. Thank you for guiding us through the toughest times as professors, teaching 100% online content that is meant to be taught in person during this challenging pandemic. Your support and accommodations mean more than you'll ever know, and we wouldn't be here today without you guys. And our clinical staff, if you're here, I have to applaud your patience for the number of ridiculous questions we must have asked you over the period of the program, or repeating the same instructions over and over again. I can only imagine the patience you must have to try and watch us open up a Tylenol package for 10 minutes. Thank you for going above and beyond to make this a meaningful clinical experience and making sure we saw and did as much as possible. We all have a different story of what led us to become a nurse, why we chose this profession, how we got through school, but the people that we brought with us today, or the ones that couldn't make it but are watching us from home, thank you. Thank you for the endless amount of support and unconditional love you've shown us. This was the last part of my speech I was waiting to write to make sure I got across how much it means to us, but I don't know if there's any words that can describe our gratitude, so seriously, thank you. And lastly, I wasn't going to add this part, but I'm going to. Who would I be if I didn't acknowledge a very important person? Mercy College, this is Jana. Shout out to Jana on the 6th floor for the endless amounts of snacks you provided during those quick 3-hour lectures. And the best part, they were free. Due to the education we received here at Mercy College and the unflinching dedication of the people around us, we now have endless opportunities in the healthcare industry. We can go and do anything in the world with this degree. It'll be so exciting to see what each person blooms into and the nurse that they're meant to be. And one last thing, because I didn't expect to be up here, I'm going to end it with one of my favorite graduates, Elle Woods, her quote. It is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world. Remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people, but most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you all for sharing your experiences and insights on your journey to becoming a nurse. I would now like to invite the nursing faculty to please join us for the blessing of the hands that's found in your program. Graduates, please stand and extend your hands out, palms up, to receive the blessing. Nursing faculty, please extend your hands out to give the blessings to the graduates. Professor Kimberly DeStasio will lead us in the blessing of the hands. Please follow along.
So this is a responsive reading found in your booklet. Blessed be these hands that will touch life.
Blessed be these hands that will feel pain.
Blessed be these hands that will embrace with compassion.
Blessed be these hands that will offer both strength and tenderness.
Blessed be these hands that will draw blood and administer medication.
Blessed be these hands that will dress wounds and ease pain.
Blessed be these hands that will serve the sick and offer blessings.
Blessed be these hands that will do good to pass cry.
Blessed be these hands that will comfort the dying and hold the dead.
Blessed be these hands. You hold the future in your hands.
Blessed be these hands that will bring healing to all you touch.
Blessed be these hands, for they are the work of your hands, O Holy One. Thank you, Professor DeStasio, for the meaningful blessing to our students. You may be seated. Now please enjoy Professor Dawn Hathaway singing Holy Hands, accompanied by her husband, Jay Hathaway. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. We will now recite the Nightingale Pledge, led by Professor Emily Niedzwiecki.
I will strive with all of my being and with the help of God to continue to be an open, kind, honest, and diversified individual. In doing so, I will attain the qualities essential to the practice of nursing, for it is only after realizing one's own self-worth we are able to promote that of others. Deliverance of high-quality health care is of essential importance, but let us also reach beyond a treatment diagnosis and remember that entrusted to my care is a human being with all of the loves, hates, fears, and idiosyncrasies that are an integral part of the human species. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. Let me not grow too comfortable in my knowledge, but actively seek out new information for the continuance of my education. Being a nurse requires continuous growth. I dedicate myself to this cause and my life to the profession of nursing.
Thank you, Professor Niedzwiecki. Please follow along as Professor Dawn Hathaway sings our alma mater, accompanied by her husband, Jay Hathaway. The words can be found on the last page. You may stand.
Stand
may be seated. We would like to give special recognition and thanks to our Mercy College administration and faculty who have walked with our nursing graduates throughout their journey. Faculty, please stand. We also recognize and thank members of the Nursing Pinning Committee who have made this event possible. Please stand. A special thanks goes to Professor Dawn Hathaway for being our vocalist and Jay Hathaway for being our guitarist. Thank you for the beautiful music you shared. These past 2 years have been unprecedented years of COVID-19 protocol with a focus on nurse as frontline heroes. As you go from being nursing students today and enter the workforce in these changing times, we know you are prepared to care for your patients and represent Mercy College of Ohio as our local heroes. Congratulations. That concludes our pinning ceremony.